Ladies and gentlemen, we're gathered here this morning for simple purpose of commemorating the 119th anniversary of the 4-month siege of town Kimberley in the Orange Free State, South Africa from 11. Following that, after the Boer War, the South African War Memorial, which we see here, was built, and initially it was sited on the current flag market in the centre of Preston, where the current cenotaph is, the more permanent memorial is at the moment. This was erected there on the flag market and unveiled on the 6th of October 1904 by Major General Kekewich, who 4 years previously in 1900 had commanded the garrison at Kimberley, and 15 years later in 1919 the memorial was moved from the flag market to its present location here to make way, as I say, for the cenotaph, the memorial which you now know as the cenotaph on the flag market. I would now like to invite Colonel Garrett to read the Kimberley citation.
The citation: Defence of Kimberley, 11th of October 1899 to the 5th of February 1900. The town of Kimberley lies between its two principal diamond mines, the Kimberley and the De Beers, in the Cape Colony of South Africa, almost on the frontier of the Orange Free State. When the Boer War threatened to break out in the autumn of 1899, the border town of Kimberley was reinforced by headquarters and 4 companies of 1st Royal North Lancashire Regiment. Strength: 9 officers, 413 men. These were the only regular troops in the town. The remainder of the garrison consisted of, in Kimberley itself, when the town was first invested by the Boers, was about 48,000 British and Imperial personnel. It included 12,000 women and 10,000 children. As soon as war broke out on the 11th of October 1899, the Boers crossed the frontier into Cape Colony and threatened Kimberley. Colonel Kekewich of the Royal North Lancashire Regiment thereupon assumed supreme control of the town and the population. The siege of Kimberley went on for a long time, and food stocks of the defenders began to fall. Vegetables, meat and milk became very scarce. So on the 12th of December 1899, all food stocks were taken over by a supply committee, and everyone was put on a fixed scale of rations. On the 2nd of January 1900, the meat ration was reduced to 1/4 pound, and by the middle of the month, the issue of horseflesh had commenced. Soup kitchens were established, and some 8,000 pints were distributed daily. On the 17th of December 1899, the garrison heard the sad news that the relieving force under Lord Methuen had been defeated at the Battle of Magersfontein on the 10th of December, and all hope of an early relief for the besieged town was gone. Finally, on the 15th of February 1900, General French's Cavalry Division reached Kimberley and raised the siege, which had lasted through 4 most difficult months. In 1904, the 1st Battalion of the regiment was awarded the Battle Honour, Defence of Kimberley, an honour held by no other regiment in the British Army. The Kimberley Volunteers became in due course the Kimberley Regiment, which was allied to the Royal Regiment, now the Duke of Lancaster's Regiment.
Thank you, Colonel Garrett. The memorial here contains the names of 82 members of the Royal Regiment, North Lancashire, who died not just at Kimberley, but in the whole of the South African campaign. And we remember them now in a short prayer, which is taken in fact from the prayer card which was issued to all soldiers before they left for the First World War. Teach us, O Lord, to serve Thee as Thou deservest, to give and not to count the cost, to fight and not to heed the wounds, to toil and not to seek for rest, to labour and not to ask for any reward, save the joy of knowing that we do Thy will. Amen. Amen. Let's all now join together in our common prayer. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power and the glory, forever and ever. And our final prayer is the short prayer said by Sir Jacob Astley, who was one of the Royalist commanders at the Battle of Edge Hill on the 23rd of October 1642. And it has become known as the soldier's prayer. Very simple prayer. O Lord, thou knowest how busy I must be this day. If I forget thee, do not, O Lord, forget me. Amen. Order, standard. Carry, standard. March off, the South African standard. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You may dismiss. Thank you. And we may carry out our normal Saturday duties, namely shopping.
You just made it station on time.
I've got to shoot off and collect my wife from the station. And if I'm late, please. Yes. I should have had another prayer on that. You know, please do not.